Good morning, folks. Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered with an update on the case of missing 15-year-old Edwin Valerio.
Freddie wins.
My dad, Freddie Vasquez.
Freddie wins.
You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddie Vasquez.
Good morning, folks. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered with an update on the missing 15-year-old Edwin Valerio. Great news. Great news. God is great always. I always say this. 15-year-old Edwin Valerio has been found, and he has been reconnected with his parents today. I'm not going to give any more details other than that or any more information. I'm going to allow the family to do that at their, at their, whenever they're ready to do that. So that's all I'm really going to say now. But I did want to at least update people because this has gotten a lot of attention. And the video that she did, there were two of us actually there, right? I had my live and then she went live. Someone had her camera on her podcast, on her Facebook page, and she posted it, and it got over 11,000 views, and it was shared over 500 times. And I also shared it on my page, and it got a lot of views too, a lot more views than normally get on my podcast. So, and it got a lot more shares also. And so people, were becoming more aware. They were sharing it. And that's great. The community really came together to support the family and to be there for the family and do what they could, right? Considering, we're very limited in our resources as just regular residents and citizens of the community. We don't have access to the cameras and, access to phone records and all that stuff. But we did what we could, and we did a lot just by sharing it, bringing awareness to it. And also what that did was put a little pressure, right, on those who were looking into it to maybe, do as much and everything that they could to assure that they were doing everything that they could, right? And I think that that was important also. It really kind of got things moving a little bit more than it was, and what they felt that it was, it was moving. So I wanted to say that, and I wanted to say thank you to, the people, everyone who shared it, everyone who, had commented, in support of the family, and were, sharing it to make others aware of it. So I want to thank you for that. I'm sure the family thanks everyone who shared and everyone who came out there. I believe it was 2 days ago on Park Hill and South Waverly, where the parents had set up, hoping to do a press conference there. They had invited a lot of various news outlets, Channel 12, Low HUD, all the major ABCs, NBCs, all those news outlets, and none of them showed up. Not one showed up. I mean, if you want to consider me a journalist, I guess I was the only news journalist out there. And then it was just other members of the community. I do, want to thank them. There were certain individuals who are also running for office who was there. I just don't want to make it about them, so I'm not going to mention their names, but they were out there. So thank you for coming out and supporting the family. And that just goes to show who these individuals are and why maybe you should really consider them. And I'll mention them a little later, and I already have. So it's a little saddening, and a little disheartening that a boy would go missing without a trace. And when the parents are reaching out to, news outlets and, people that can help and that have resources to help, that, no one really responded, and I'm not saying anything about the police department. I'm not talking about them. I'm mostly speaking about the news outlets that are here, right? You got the Yonkers Voice, you got Yonkers Times and all the other ones, and not one mentioned it on their pages or anything really, other than just releasing a press release, what the police department released themselves. They just shared that, right? But they weren't there. They weren't, reminding folks, like we were here on Basement Politics, just reminding folks. And I would do this for anyone, God forbid, child goes missing, contact us. We will definitely do all we can to get the word out. I'll even go out there and put up flyers, right? And again, I don't make $1 doing this. I want to make that very clear. Again, if there's anyone that's new to the podcast, I don't make $1 doing this. All right. I'm not looking to make $1. I'm not doing this to benefit anyway. I don't benefit from the podcast. And if you've been watching Basement Politics for a while now, then if anything else, it has cost me, right? I have sacrificed a lot to do this podcast and bring the information to the people, but it's very much needed. It's needed and it's important. And so that's why I continue to do it. So thank you guys again for the people who shared. I just wanted to let folks know 15-year-old Edwin Valerio was found. He's safe. Same condition that he left. He's returning home. So thank God for that. Thank God, that there are people out there in the community who still care. Shout out to the community for really being involved and doing a lot. Shout out to the Yonkers Police Department. Shout out to, the detectives and whoever else, were involved as well. I know that they had reached out to the family yesterday and stuff. So, hopefully maybe the mayor reach out and speak with the family as well. Anyway, folks, I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics. I just want to come on with that real quick. I got to get out of here. Got a meeting to go to now. I don't want to be late for this. 20 minutes. Thanks, you folks. Take care. I'll see you tonight, folks. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics. Don't forget there's a planning board meeting tonight at 5:30 at City Hall. That's 40 South Broadway on the 4th floor. For people who are concerned about all these developments and want to know what's going on with developments and future developments, this is going to be an important meeting. There are going to be a lot of, proposals, a lot of developers there proposing their developments. So if you want to be informed, this is the place to be. 5:30 at City Hall, 40 South Broadway on the 4th floor, City Council chambers. I'm Freddie Vasquez. Have a great day. Take care.